Schools.
Well, I didn't look at the policies before I brought it.
It's a law, though.
There wasn't a law.
There is a law.
Not against bringing a gun. There's no statute. Dude, I promise I looked it up before I brought it. And there's no statute.
I assure you.
I mean, it's a policy, so it doesn't matter. But I don't think you're wrong.
Okay.
This is the story of Nolan Rosen, a junior at Orange High School in Pepper Pike, Ohio, who brought bullets and a .22 caliber rifle onto school property, not because he planned to hurt anyone, not because he was angry, but because, in his own words, it made him feel comfortable. This documentary exists for one reason, so that you understand exactly how this happened, why it matters, and why this kind of decision, no matter the intention, can destroy a young life in a single morning. Stay with us, because this story is more complicated than the headlines made it seem, and far more important.
Okay, don't put your hands in your pockets. Just keep your hands on the table. Just put them on the table. Just put them on the table for me real quick, okay? So I'm gonna have to search you.
Yeah, I know.
That'd be nice. So you had 2 bullets in this one?
These are yours?
Right here.
Okay, we'll get there. Okay.
Literally, if I thought I was doing anything wrong, I wouldn't bring it.
I got you. You just know in today's day and age you can never be too safe, right?
Yeah.
Especially in the school environment, that's all.
And this is your book bag, the black one? The one I'm searching.
Right there.
Okay, that's all of them?
Yeah.
Alright, so I do gotta continue searching, that's all. So,
Literally,
I'm gonna look this up.
22 rifles, not even assault. Not even assault.
Your favorite, kick your shoes off for me. You don't mind if you could take your bandana off for me as well.
12-15-23.
Are these from a range? Did you
No, I have a Henry repeating rifle, and I kind of just use it as like a thing to like comfort me a little bit.
At home or
Yeah.
in the
I don't like. I'm not. There's no ill. I have no ill intention. I know why it would raise a concern, but I'm not like. I'm really scared about that stuff, like school shooters too. I'm like very. It makes me anxious too that anyone can just walk into school and shoot it up. So I'm like.
Do you worry about that?
Yeah, I worry about that stuff a lot sometimes.
What made you bring those with you?
Just because literally it makes me feel comfortable. It's like the only reason.
Having those with you makes you comfortable?
I mean, well, I had the rifle earlier, and I must have forgot they were in my pocket.
Earlier when?
Did you drive here?
Yeah. But I have literally no like, bad intentions of any. I just carry a rifle around because it's like comfortable and it's not illegal to bring it into
Is
school.
there a gun in your car right now?
Yeah. Let's go out.
So you'll stay.
Yeah.
Um,
They're in my bag.
is
It's
there?
not an assault rifle. It's literally a .22 Henry repeating rifle
I didn't ask.
for small game.
I just want to know if you have one there.
Not made to kill people.
Where are you parked?
I could show you.
What kind of car is it?
A black Chevy.
Chevy what?
Blazer.
Trailblazer?
Yeah, no, Chevy Blazer.
Where are your keys?
They're in one of those pockets. Or maybe,
I put all your stuff right here. You can put all that in your pocket if you want.
they should be in my bag though. Usually I just put the keys in my bag and then I'm good to go.
Do you have anything in your locker? Do you use your locker?
No, I don't use my locker.
Is there anyone you're afraid of in particular?
No, I literally it's literally just like a sentimental thing, kind of a, I don't know how to explain it, but it's one of those things where it's like you carry around your blanket you like because it makes you feel comfortable and stuff like that. They might be in my car, literally, if they're not in here. Oh, bingo. There you go.
You said a Chevy Blazer?
You want to stay
Yeah,
with him?
I
Do you
can
mind?
watch it.
I'll go watch the.
It's right here.
There's a damn rifle.
Yeah, just leave it right there for now. It's basically like just a .22 rifle, right? Like something you shoot rabbits with. Or a squirrel.
I don't know
Yeah.
how to check if it's loaded.
We'll check it. This is like a single. You put it in there, I think.
Yeah, I'm wondering if you gotta like cock that back to.
To get inside. It
This
doesn't.
is how you
Yeah.
like rack it.
Chamber it. Well, I know one way you can do it is you can actually take it apart if it'll come apart, but of course it won't.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just afraid if
See
I
a serial number on there?
see that's not good. There's something right there. You see it underneath?
Oh.
Model
H004.
It's good.
GB
As I'm going through the book, this is going to say.
I can't read it.
648534. All right, yeah.
Let's pause here and talk about what's actually happening in this footage. It is May 2nd. It is a regular school morning at Orange High School in Pepper Pike, Ohio. A bullet is found on the cafeteria floor. The school immediately enters a modified lockdown, and within minutes, an 18-year-old junior named Nolan Rosen walks up to officers and essentially turns himself in, telling them he believes the bullet is his. What the officers then discover, step by step, is extraordinary. 3 loose bullets in his pockets, a .22 caliber Henry repeating rifle in his school backpack, and another rifle in his car, parked in the school parking lot. Nolan is not hostile. He is not threatening. He answers every question openly, almost casually. He volunteers information. He talks about his anxiety. He talks about his father being away. He talks about how the rifle is like a comfort object to him. And that is precisely what makes this case so difficult and so important to understand, because the question this story forces us to ask is not just, was this illegal? The question is, how does a young person reach a point where bringing a firearm to school feels normal, feels safe, feels logical? And how many other young people are sitting in classrooms across America right now, thinking the exact same way?
Has this been something that's been going on a long time? Are you just hyper aware of the news and what's going on around you?
No, I literally just have a rifle because I got it for my birthday.
Right, but then you said it like gives you comfort and you worry about school shooters and stuff, right?
Well, I don't bring it because they're school shooters. I carry it around with me because it's extra safety caution. I know that if I have it, I don't have to worry about being attacked or anything like that.
Okay. Alright.
It's the only reason I carry it around.
That could always still happen no matter what, right? Like,
Yeah,
I know, like we can't control everything in life.
yeah, I know.
And it gets scary sometimes.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure, even for us.
It's just, I'm not a big guy, I'm like really small, so if someone's really big, I'm gonna run away, I'm not gonna try to fight them, but then if someone's like actually trying to hurt me, I know I need some sort of weapon, because I'm like really small.
Has that ever happened before?
Yeah, well, someone's tried to fight me before, but I've never really been in a serious altercation or
Some
anything.
of the toughest guys I know are smaller guys. Like, if they know what they're doing,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
in terms of protecting themselves without weapons. Right?
Sure.
Like, you can never judge somebody by their size. That's a foolish thing to do.
okay.
It really is. Yeah. Yeah, we know better than to think that about people
Yeah.
that are smaller than us. Yeah. That's really stupid.
And that's smart that you said about running away. That's one of the best things you can do. Physical altercation or anything worse than that, just
Yeah,
run away. It's not
Cops
worth it.
don't really do anything when you get hurt. Like, I could say I got punched, but then they're like, there's no scar there, so I can't do anything.
Then we're not always there, right?
Yeah.
Right.
A lot of he said, she said type things.
Yeah.
You know.
Do you have anxiety or anything?
Yeah, I
like
don't
that?
have like anxiety, but I get anxious about like getting into like physical altercations and stuff like that.
So nothing clinical, just
No, I just get really anxious because there's a lot of fights at Orange and stuff. But that doesn't really matter because I can't bring the gun in like to help me fight them. And I never like actually literally bring you into the building because that's like a step too far. But I thought bringing in the car would be fine.
nobody your age you have to worry that much about
Yeah,
your safety.
yeah,
I mean, it's not like you have a family you're protecting where you have a weapon at home, right, or something like that. You're coming to school, you should feel safe at school. So
Yeah.
we're a little bit worried that you feel that,
Oh, okay.
like you're that much in danger at school.
I mean, to be honest, some kids are like itching to fight. Like some of these kids
yeah,
out
there's a
there.
lot of hormones and stuff going on.
Yeah.
You know.
I just see a lot of videos where having the gun prevents like altercations, or if they didn't have the gun, it would
Like
be,
online videos
yeah,
and
it would
stuff
be a
like
different
that.
outcome and stuff. Like there's one guy who was like 200 pounds bigger than this guy, and he comes up to his car and he's like, "I want to fight you." It looks like he's about to rip him out of his car, and the guy just pulls out a gun, and the guy turns around and walks the other way, and it's like that's all it is. The situation's over. Just because he didn't even like do anything, just because he saw the gun, he knows it's like can't think it's over. Like there's no point.
So that could be a case, but another thing, so I'm a subject control instructor, so I teach all the police officers basically how to fight like martial arts and stuff like that. What I teach, unless you're training on this handgun, you probably, or whatever kind of gun this is, you really shouldn't be out there using it for like that. Like I teach somebody, if you're that close to somebody, you pull out your gun.
Obviously,
that's a dangerous
you're
thing
gonna
to
grab
do.
the gun. Yeah.
You've heard of this 21-foot rule, right? If somebody has a knife within 21 feet of you, they're more dangerous than the guy with the gun because they can clear that distance quickly.
Oh wow.
And people that aren't constantly training with these things, bad things happen. Police officers in real life shootings in this country, how accurate do you think that law enforcement officers are in this country? Percentage-wise, if I had to ask you, what do you think?
Like in terms of like guessing?
Yeah, like how accurate do you think that law enforcement in this
Like when you
nation
pull
is?
someone over, the odds of them actually being
No, I'm
guilty?
talking about when a law enforcement officer that's trained to use a firearm shoots a round, how often do you think that round hits its intended target? 20%.
Much as it should.
20%. So 80% of them aren't hitting their intended target, and we train all the
Well, that's what
time.
you
So I just need you to sign here stating that I presented you with this.
Wait.
So it's a 10-day suspension, potentially. So we have to talk afterwards, but it's a possible 10-day suspension
Yeah.
with a recommendation for expulsion for weapons, specifically guns and disruptive
So this is all policy based. It's not like.
Correct, yeah. So this is just signing that I presented you with this.
Alright.
So just sign.
So there's a policy that says I can't bring a gun on the parking lot.
Oh yeah, big time. Yeah, we'll get all that for you if you need down the road, but.
They want to delay the school buses, let them run on time.
I didn't see that policy.
Okay,
Or
we'll
about
talk,
the
like I
gun.
said, I'm just presented you with this right now. So I just, like, we'll talk after you're finished writing, but I just need you to sign that I presented you with what you.
But I feel like I didn't do anything wrong.
Okay, well,
So why would I sign it? I feel like I didn't do, I feel like I did nothing wrong.
are you refusing to sign?
No, I'm not refusing to sign.
So either sign or don't sign.
Well, what happens if I refuse to sign?
Then I just have Mrs. Ferguson witness that I presented you with this. It makes no difference, it actually makes no difference if you sign
Well,
or.
this is saying I acknowledged and I knew there was a policy
It doesn't
against.
say that. No, it doesn't say that. Just take a second to read through it.
Should I have checked the school's policies before bringing the gun? Like, should I have looked through all the policies to make sure that I was allowed to bring it?
Yeah, but you would have to sign that. That's just acknowledgement. It's not saying that you're guilty or anything like that.
Yeah,
It's
'cause
just
I was
saying
gonna
that you
say, like-
received it.
I thought I was allowed to, like, bring it in the parking lot.
I mean, regardless, you're gonna have to either sign it or don't sign it. But
You know what, yeah, I thought I was allowed to bring a rifle in the parking lot.
Okay.
So that's, like, where I'm coming from, alright? I'm just saying.
Okay.
Alright, it's fine.
You still writing?
Well, I'm just kind of explaining that I thought I was allowed to bring it, as long as I wasn't bringing it actually in the building. So I didn't check the policies before I brought the gun. That's why I brought it, by the way.
Okay.
I didn't it's literally the only reason, my only justification is I didn't check the policies. But I get how it sounds when you say this kid brought a gun to school in this modern age. It sounds like my only intentions were to shoot up the school, but my intentions weren't to shoot up the school. My intentions were to use it as a thing for a comfort thing, I think, to calm me down a little bit, and kind of like a sentimental thing, a little bit. Kind of like a pacifier.
Kind of like a pacifier. That phrase is the one that stays with you after watching this footage, because Nolan Rosen is not describing a weapon. He is describing a coping mechanism. He is describing anxiety, loneliness, fear, and a completely misguided attempt to manage those emotions. He mentions his father travels frequently for work. He is often home alone. He says having the rifle near him makes him feel less afraid, and he genuinely does not seem to understand at any point in this footage that what he is doing is not only dangerous, but illegal. Now here is the legal reality he was refusing to accept. Ohio Revised Code, Section 2923.122, the statute that governs school safety zones, is extremely clear. It is a felony to possess a deadly weapon in a school safety zone. That includes the parking lot. That includes the sidewalk outside the school. The safety zone is not just the building itself, it is the entire school property. Ohio also has what is called the School Safety Zone Law, which extends these protections to 1,000 feet around any school. Nolan's claim that there is no statute, that he had researched this, was simply incorrect, dangerously incorrect. And this is something every young person watching this needs to hear clearly. Ignorance of the law is not a legal defense. If you bring a firearm to school, whether or not you intend harm, whether or not you feel safe, whether or not you looked it up, you are committing a felony. Full stop.
Well, surely you can imagine having a gun on school property is a major issue. So I am suspending you for 10 days with a recommendation for expulsion. So what happens now is suspension will start tomorrow. And only the superintendent can determine whether or not to expel the student. So I'm recommending you for expulsion. Since you are also on a 504 plan, somebody from the special education department will be reaching out to you because we're going to have to hold what's called a manifestation determination meeting. But at this point, it is a 10-day suspension with a recommendation for expulsion for weapons, specifically a gun, and disruption of misconduct. I have to go fill out the rest of the paperwork.
I didn't disrupt anything.
The whole school was on lockdown, buddy. I'd call that about as big of a disruption as you could have.
Alright, sorry. Well, the problem wasn't bringing the gun. The problem was I dropped the bullet in the hallway. That was the problem. Pretty much.
Regardless, you can't bring a firearm on school property.
Yeah, you're right. It's their policy.
I understand how it makes you feel as a, you said you had an anxiety.
I know, right?
I just feel more, like it just gives me something to rely on. Like when people say like your rifle, your gun's your best friend, like that's how I felt. I don't know. I was just like kind of attached to the idea of defending myself. It's kind of why I carried it around too.
But there's nobody's making any kind of threats or anything? I mean, there's not something that I don't know that...
Well, every day, you never know what's going to happen.
Well, I get that. That's why I'm here with a gun. Right?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, you're right. I didn't think about it like that. Like, I don't need to bring a gun because there's already a gun here.
Yep. I'll protect you. I just need to know things are going on. What is that called? What are you calling that? The rifle?
Oh, it says on the barrel. It's a Henry 22.
And then you said something. You called it something.
Repeating. It's like you have to pull the lever down every time.
And then where does the...
It's a gun very much made for beginners shooters or something like that. It's not made for like...
And you have to put it in to the actual...
Well, you can load as many as you want from the top of the barrel.
Right.
Or you can just put one in to the bolt and then add the lever, push it in, so...
Oh, that's what the thing is for?
Yeah, it's made for small, like, game and stuff like that.
Yeah,
it's like one of the most quiet guns you could ever buy. Like, it's really quiet. When you shoot it, it's as close to a silencer as you can get, pretty much.
Yeah.
Without, like, going through the legal paperwork of a, I just know a lot about guns, too. I know that sounds weird, but, like, I'm just, like, it's fascinating. They're kind of fascinating. No, I'm friendly with everybody. Like, you could ask anybody in the school. Like, they'll say you've done something nice for me. Like, I just gave this whole class candy. Like, I'm not giving them bullets.
I saw all the candy wrappers. I didn't get no candy.
I'm not here to give them bullets. I'm here to give them candy. Like,
I saw a Starburst.
It's crazy. I don't know. It's just
little sugar for Officer Todd. Come on.
It's just. I guess it's a learning lesson though. Like, if you have stuff as serious as bullets, you got to keep track of every bullet you have. You got to really count them.
Yeah, and they can't ever come here.
Alright, that makes sense.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Schools.
Well, I didn't look at the policies before I brought it.
It's a law, though.
There wasn't a law.
There is a law.
Not against bringing a gun. There's no statute. Dude, I promise I looked it up before I brought it, and there's no statute against it.
I assure you.
I mean, it's a policy, so it doesn't matter anyway. But I don't think you're wrong.
Okay.
You You'd have to like show me where it says that. I think they should ban guns in the U.S.
I don't think that'll ever happen.
Because it's like in the amendment, right?
It's an amendment. It's the.
Well, I feel like assault rifles are different because those are kind of made for like mass murders. Like my repeating rifle, it's one you shoot it one time, got to do a whole system. It's a lot of time between shots, so you're not gonna like the assault rifles should be banned. I feel like because those are kind of just you're asking for people to like do bad stuff with those things because they're just literally they have no purpose. I don't know, they're stupid. The assault rifles should be banned. I feel like.
The irony of that last exchange is striking. Nolan Rosen, sitting in a principal's office, facing expulsion and criminal charges for bringing a firearm to school, is arguing that certain guns should be banned. He draws a line between his .22 lever-action rifle and an assault rifle, saying his is not designed to hurt people. And, by strict mechanical definition, he is not entirely wrong about the differences. But here is what he is missing entirely. The danger of a firearm on school property is not only about its technical capacity for destruction. It is about what happens when that object exists in a space filled with hundreds of children and teenagers. It is about the student who found a loose bullet on a cafeteria floor and reported it. Because they were afraid, because they remembered every school shooting they had ever heard about on the news. Because in the America that Nolan grew up in, a bullet on a cafeteria floor is not a curiosity. It is a threat. It is a trauma trigger. Nolan says he was anxious about school shootings. He says they made him afraid. And yet, in trying to manage his own fear, he became the source of that exact fear for every other person in that building. That is the cycle we have to understand. And that is the cycle we have to break.
Here's what we got.
Maybe the sergeant. You're the main guy.
I'm the detective here, so we talked to our prosecutor. He's the guy that kind of makes the law decisions. All right, it is against the law to bring a gun into what's called the safety zone or a school. Right?
That's subjective.
What is subjective?
What you consider like a safety zone.
Okay. So now's not going to be the time to contest it right now. Okay. So basically, what I'm telling you is we're going to end up charging you. Okay. And you're 18 years old.
There's no law against that. Bringing a gun on the school property, there's no law. Like, there's no statute.
I'm telling you there is.
It's a policy, not a law.
No, there's a state law in Ohio.
I'm
There's
telling you
also
there
another.
isn't.
Okay. So like I said, we just talked to our prosecutor. So here's what's going to happen. You're going to come with us. We're going to handcuff you until we get you outside to a cruiser. Because there's a lot of people going on. We want to save you any kind of...
There's no law against bringing a gun. It's a policy. There's no, like, show me the statute. There's no statute.
I told you before, I assure you there is an actual law. We'll show it to you when we get to the station. I mean, it's not, we're not making it up. We're trying to...
I think you are making it up.
No, we're trying to accommodate you.
I'll do you a favor.
In a good way.
For you right now.
But you said safety zone. So how am I supposed to know this is a safety zone?
A safety zone is any school property and/or school bus
Does
stops.
it say safety zone is and/or school property?
School.
I don't think it does.
Yeah,
School
it does.
safety zone.
School safety zone is defined as any school
Wait,
property.
illegal conveyance or possession of deadly weapon.
So that's what you're getting charged with, as well as something called inducing panic, okay? We can explain all that to you. We're going to have to formally serve you some charges, but for right now, you're going to have to come with us. We're going to walk you out to a police car. We're going to handcuff you there. And one of the things I want to do before we take you out there is read you what's called your Miranda rights, okay? Because probably once we get to jail...
Before I brought the gun, I looked it up and there was no law against bringing any school property.
Like I said, this is not the time to argue about it, okay? This is just what's happening, okay?
I feel like that statute
So before you...
like bullcrap.
Okay. Before you say anything else, I want to read you what's called your Miranda rights, okay?
Okay.
So, because we're about to place you under arrest, okay? You have the right to remain silent. If you give up the right to remain silent, anything you say can be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to speak to an attorney and have an attorney present when being questioned by the police. If you cannot afford one, an attorney will be appointed to represent you before questioning begins. Do you understand those rights?
I'm just confused because it's not against the law to bring a gun on school property.
Okay, it's our
It's a
prosecutor.
policy, it's not a law. There's a difference between a policy and a law.
We're not going to arrest you on a school policy, we're arresting you on a state law.
Yeah, so you made it up.
Right here. Is it Nolan?
Yeah.
My name's Jason.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. here's what we're gonna do, okay? We're not gonna debate what is or isn't. We know what we have a violation of law, right?
I don't think there is a violation of the law.
Okay, and you can think that, and we do arrest people that think they aren't in violation of law, so that does happen. And you have the right to believe that. You can believe whatever you want to believe.
No, I'm pretty sure, like, I know there's no law.
We know that that's a wrong thought on your part.
You could.
What we need.
He just pulls up a piece of like writing. I'm supposed to believe it.
What we need to do is make a step forward, right? So we need you to come with us.
Well, now that I know it's a law, why can't I just not bring the gun on school property?
It's a pretty serious offense, and we aren't going to give you a verbal warning or just kind of say, hey, don't do it again for something that's serious. I feel like, as a fairly mature person,
but this is like, you know, this is like a newer, this is a newer generational problem. This is not like a problem that they had like back in the day. This might be like your first time dealing with a situation like this in your whole career. So I don't think you can just arrest me like that.
Well, we are arresting you. This is a serious matter, okay? If we thought that there was an inkling that we were wrong, if there was any gray area, we wouldn't do it. We wouldn't do it. We respect your rights, okay? As a person. Stand up. Put your hands behind your back.
You said I can
Put
wait
your hands behind your back.
I'm telling you, I respect you.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. We're okay. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Stand by.
Can you have this bag?
We're gonna do it right here, okay? We will treat. Listen.
No, I love. No,
okay.
I respect my police.
I understand. I understand that. You're safe with us, okay?
I gotta get it booked in.
Everything is gonna be okay. We'll explain everything.
Why would I not be safe?
Why
would I not be safe?
You are safe.
Yeah, but why would I not be safe?
I don't want you to feel uncomfortable
But
and not.
by saying you're safe with us, that means you're assuming I'm not safe.
No, I just want you to have the understanding of where we're coming from.
I know where you're coming from.
Okay. Hold on. Officer Neal and I are gonna walk with you out here, okay? Just take a breath.
You're just arresting me on a charge that's made up. I know.
It's not
You are though.
It's not made up.
It's made up.
It's been in
It's
law
made
for
up.
a long
No,
time.
it's made up, dude.
Between here and that car, let's just walk there. Let's get there. So you don't have to say a word. You've been advised of your Miranda rights. If you don't want to say anything, you can choose that. Let's walk.
Don't believe it.
No.
Do you want to put the hood up?
You control this.
I mean, why can't you just see that I'm not like a criminal?
We're gonna go over to this car right here.
See that car with the number 6234? That's the car we're going to. The sooner you get in that car, the better off we'll all be. Okay?
I'm just saying, I'm literally nice to
I
everyone.
understand that. It's not.
I get people
I
for free.
understand.
I don't have to
understand.
get people candy.
I understand that.
Like what?
Go ahead, sit in here butt first.
It's kind of cool in here, actually.
It's all right. Yeah, put this
I didn't
on.
grab all
Okay?
that stuff.
Go ahead and look that way. I don't want to interfere with your pen.
By the way, I didn't I had no idea the rifle was like a big deal.
Okay.
It's a .22 caliber. It's not like it's a fucking assault rifle. It's not like a made for killing. It's made for shooting small game.
I understand. You'll have an opportunity to explain your version of why this played out or how this happened. Okay, you'll have that. Maybe right now, to each of us is not the opportunity. Take a breath a minute. Try to relax a minute. We got to move forward. Okay? Do you get what I'm saying? You'll have an opportunity to explain.
Everyone with a gun is not a bad person. I'm just saying. Just because I have a gun doesn't mean I'm a criminal.
I understand that.
All
We
right.
understand it. We all understand it. You've said that multiple times.
I know.
We understand it. Okay? You all right?
School shooter, ruin that.
Everyone with a gun is not a bad person. Nolan said that from the back of a police cruiser. And it is true. That statement on its own is true. But this case is not about whether Nolan Rosen is a bad person. The officers said it themselves, multiple times. They did not believe he intended harm. The school did not believe he was planning an attack. Even the news coverage from the very beginning made clear this was not a school shooting threat in the traditional sense. This case is about something more subtle and more dangerous. The normalization of firearms in spaces where they have no place being. Nolan describes online videos of people using guns to de-escalate confrontations. He describes a world where carrying a weapon makes you safer. And for some adults, in some very specific situations, there may be arguments to that effect. But a 17, 18-year-old in a high school, surrounded by peers, teachers, and hundreds of other young people, that equation does not apply. It cannot apply, because the risks are catastrophic, and the outcome of a single mistake is irreversible. The officers in this footage, particularly the one who identified himself as a subject control instructor, tried to explain this to Nolan. They talked about the 21-foot rule. They talked about training. They talked about the reality that even professional law enforcement, with hundreds of hours of practice, miss their intended target the vast majority of the time. And yet Nolan, who by his own admission had never been in a serious physical altercation, was carrying a firearm through a school hallway. This is not just a legal failure. This is an educational failure, a cultural failure, and it is one we have to talk about honestly.
Why I carry it around too.
But there's nobody's making any kind of threats or anything. I mean, there's not something that I don't know that.
Well, every day you never know what's gonna happen.
Well, I get that. That's why I'm here with a gun, right?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, you're right. I didn't think about it like that. Like, I don't need to bring a gun because there's already a gun here.
Yep. I'll protect you. I just need to know things are going on.
That exchange, "I don't need to bring a gun because there's already a gun here," is one of the most important moments in this entire footage. Because in that single sentence, Nolan Rosen revealed something he had not understood the entire morning. That the presence of law enforcement is itself a form of protection. That the systems built around school safety, the officers, the protocols, the lockdowns, the reporting mechanisms, exist precisely because society has decided that children should not have to arm themselves to feel safe at school. Nolan's anxiety was real, his fear was real, but his solution was not only illegal. It was a solution built on a misunderstanding of how safety actually works. And this is the conversation America continues to struggle with. When young people watch the news and see school shooting after school shooting, and when the adults in their lives do not give them adequate tools to process that fear, some of them will find their own tools. And some of those tools will be dangerous. Nolan Rosen faced charges of possessing a deadly weapon in a school safety zone and inducing panic. He was released on bond awaiting a July 5th court appearance. If convicted, he could have faced more than a year in prison.